Will the real Stephen please stand up?
No, because people are starting to me off. They're that.
Okay, real Stephen, we've seen enough. Sit back down.
You want the trash? I got it all for you. Let's rehash the mess together. A sassy hole that only speaks the truth. Nobody gaslights you better.
Hello, I'm Wilko, and we are recapping, nay, we are rehashing Married at First Sight UK. It's season 10, we're up to episode 10. That's right, we're 10 episodes in, and to celebrate, we're going to have ourselves a little dinner again, even though we just had a dinner. We need it for the TMD, you know what I mean? Trash, mess, and drama. The trailer from last night's episode really had us ready for a huge plate full of secrets and maybe some gossip. And I don't know about you, but even though I gobble everything up on my plate, I always have room at the end for some salacious scuttlebutt. And the celebrations don't end there because it's Mave's 30th birthday.
Want to make it as special as possible.
And she's spending it here on MAFS? Well, that's really some poor judgment, isn't it? But I guess everybody who goes on this show is demonstrating some poor judgment. But don't worry, Joe is ready to give it all he's got. Oh, come on, Joe. You've just spread your nut goop all over a very sad pancake. You know what Mave would really love? If you, put the nut goop all over your body and just, let her lick it off at her own pace. Does it sound like I've thought about this too much?
Never been treated this well off a lad on my birthday ever.
It's actually really sad for the state of dating worldwide, but particularly the UK, that this is the nicest that Mave has ever been treated by a guy. Oh, the sad music has kicked in. Who shall we be crossing to? Oh, Dane and Sarah. I wonder why the sad music would be playing. Why? Everything's going so good.
Now we're holding hands, now we'll cuddle, then we were doing really good. But we had a blip. Last night we had a massive argument.
Oh no, all that holding hands, it got too heated and it led to an argument. Look, I'm assuming the drinks had more of a part to play than the holding of the hands. But anyway, Sarah says that she wish it didn't happen. And I'm like, what, the whole TV marriage or just the argument? Which would be more specific.
A member of the crew came down and Sarah said, if you were straight, I'd be all over you. I don't know if she'll ever feel that way about me.
Well, lucky they've got so many gay crew members that Sarah can't get her dirty little paws on them. And of course, that's what she said. We could all see it. She's either going to try and continue this redemption story arc, or she's going to try and steal another husband. Dean asks Sarah if she could ever fall for him, to which she replies, I don't know.
She's saying she's not used to thinking for somebody else's feelings.
And we all know what the real answer is. Absolutely not. And Dean, baby, you do too.
So we're going to be strong. We're going to get through this.
No. Well, we're really crossing the border into Deluluville, aren't we? Unless there's stuff that Sarah's doing that's actually really quite sweet, I can't fathom why Dean believes this to be a possibility. Does he believe in the experiment so much? Guys, let's change the channel for a second. Oh, look at, it's our new favourite sitcom, Feminist Meets Welshman.
My terminology isn't always correct.
And just like every episode of this fantastic new show, Ashley, oh God, he's a lovable lug, isn't he? He just keeps putting his foot in it.
And I was like, should we go and get your nails done? And her reply was, I don't need to get my nails done for a man. I was like, okay.
In his eyes, he's trying to be nice, but it just comes across a little bit misogyny. Also, another reason why he suggested it is because it'd be a lot safer for Ash to be around you, so you can't claw his eyes out after that next disgusting comment you make. Grace, please, just chill a little bit. Not every little thing is about the feminist agenda, unlike this channel where I push the gay agenda every chance I get.
I've asked him not to comment on what I wear and how I look and how I am. He continues to do it anyway.
But you know that it's not coming from a bad place, right? Does that make it any better? No? Okay. Anyway, I'm sure that stuff's going to come up at dinner, so let's put it on pause for a second. Do we even bother with Paul and Anita? I don't know. I got a comment on Anita's dress, though, and it's a hard no from me, because as you guys know, I'm an absolute fashion prince. Look at my new Rehashed tee. This just looks like you've grabbed a very thick bed cover. I'm not talking about a duvet. I'm talking about, remember those old school bed covers that a pensioner might have, and you just whipped it up into a frock. And then when Paul sits down, I kind of lose him for a second because he just looks like one of those houndstooth cushions that we all had a few years back. Why did we all have those? Was it an IKEA number? And what can any of us say about Paul and Anita? Because the show seriously can't find anything else to say because they just keep going back to flashbacks of all the stuff that's been going wrong so far. And then we repeat it. They leave us on a cliffhanger, though, asking the question, will they arrive together or not? Because Paul wants to arrive with Anita and she's like, I don't know. And it's such a cliffhanger and I'm going to spoil it for you now. They do not arrive together. Anita does not want this. Over with the once top boy and girl in the class.
Yesterday, I fell over in the bathtub and broke my rib.
Holy shit, Nelly just cannot cop a break since moving into this apartment. Now she's broken a rib. Everything has turned against her, even the I've got a secret Stephen. And when Nelly fell, Stephen wasn't there. Where was he?
Why does that sound like a dick?
I hate to tell you this, Stephen, but maybe it's too late. I know I asked the same question on this channel. I'm like, how do I say this without being a dick? But for you, Stephen, way too late.
She's not been my priority this week. My stepdad's been in hospital. It's hard to think of anything other than that.
But apparently he wasn't at the hospital. He was at the bar with the boys, banging on about who he's been banging on with. Yeah, talking about his pre-experiment sex life. And then, get this, Stephen says, oh, I don't care what people say. But if there's anything we learned from the last episode, you do. You do very much care exactly what people are saying about you, whether it be like in your vicinity or behind your back. You're very, very interested in it.
I think tonight will be very telling once there's a bit of heat on them, how strong that bond really is now.
And if it's true that you are using a family member in hospital as an excuse to go out drinking and you are out drinking while your TV bride was at home with a broken rib, you deserve everything that you get, dead eyes.
Generally couldn't care. They can say their own thing, but I'll just dismiss it and then see how they like that.
Wow, what a big man. You'll show them. Go and do it. Hallelujah. It's been a long week. I need a drink, and it's pre-dinner drinkies time. And when Double L arrive, the lady lovers, we can see exactly who does the blue jobs and who does the pink jobs. They've made it so easy because, you know, when you're in a same-sex couple, you do have to choose which jobs you do. Wait, so pink does the pink jobs, blue does the blue. What color does the blow jobs? Actually, when they sit down, we do make a peer-pressured pact to use that sexy candle that they found in the board/BDSM room, mostly boardroom.
Should we try that later?
You know, the sexy candle, apparently later on tonight, they're going to use the wax from it. Okay, now the experts, geez, they have so much splaining to do, don't they? So Devaney is sitting with Bailey and they're talking about how their task this week with the experts week, they did their values list, Devaney and Julia Ruth, and the comparisons were really bad.
Because one thing we do know about Julia Ruth is that sex is right up there. It's very important for her.
Well, Charlene, do better science. Forgive me as I don't have a white coat and goggles, but I would assume that with some of the science, it would include the values and you would make sure that their values matched up before you matched them up, right? You know how yesterday I was asking one particular groom, what's your secret, Stephen? Well, it turns out.
Oh, fuck me, dude. And he was bragging about how he's on Raya and how he had fucked a girl 2 weeks before he came on here.
Oh, I'm so messy because my first thought wasn't, oh, poor Nelly. That was my second thought. My first thought was, which celebrity slept with him? Also, isn't Raya for rich and famous people? I just don't know if you tick all the boxes, Stephen. How did you get on there? Over with the lads, I've got a secret. Stephen is sharing that the bickering between him and Nelly has amped up, and it's probably because Nelly is speaking her mind, and women shouldn't do that. People get that sarcasm from me, right?
She's not been my priority this week, which I've held my hands up for, which is why I didn't come home the other night.
It was a shit move from you.
Okay, so did you go drinking and then the hospital, or did you go to drinking and forego the hospital and just use the hospital as an excuse? Geez, we've got a real MAFS mystery on our hand. I don't know exactly who's telling the truth. Nelly is then filled in on the situation and her face lands where we expect. Her face is thinking, well, of course he did. Of course.
Some of the things do look sticky.
I hate it from the off. The way they go about their business, they can fuck off.
Oh, here he is. Yes, really putting people in their place, aren't you, big boy?
So does that come out completely?
Fuck me, who the fuck has said that?
People have heard it.
2 weeks for an experiment, Nelly, man. Do you know how fucking silly that is? Why is it coming into the experiment?
Don't get mad at me.
Fucking clownish, man.
This guy that we're seeing right now is so very different to the wedding and honeymoon Stephen. Stephen with a secret, geez, once he's backed up against the wall, very different man.
I'm not finding it funny. If you are finding it funny, great. These are my feelings, and I'm not finding it very funny.
Yeah, good. Stand up for yourself, Nelly. Don't worry about this guy trying to push you around. Also, you know, the way that he tries to isolate her from people saying, oh, we're not going to speak to the group about the things that we talk about in our relationship and I don't want to talk to other people about it. That is a very obvious tactic. And you know that he's hiding something because once the pressure is on just a little bit, oh, he snaps.
Wait. God. Who has decided to say I was talking about my sexual activity with this fucking Z-lister? Did it happen at the bar? Was I talking about how great
who you
this
were
sex
having
was?
sex with on Raya. Yeah.
Oh, I was not.
At the bar, you did. Devaney, don't leave me hanging. No, seriously.
Pause. So Devaney is absolutely leaving his wife out to dry here. Now, I don't know if Julia Ruth is doing this because she truly thinks that she should be like being upfront and honest, or maybe she's trying to be messy, or maybe a producer said you should be messy, which we're not against on this show, okay? Lol.
You
2 weeks
did.
before.
You said she gave sloppy head.
Sloppy head. Oh, now I really want to know which celebrity gives sloppy head. Can we not say that?
Why the fuck does it matter?
Fine,
Honestly, why the fuck does it matter? Who I date beforehand, why the fuck does it
Mave,
matter what I do?
what?
No, because people are starting to fuck me off. That.
Holy fuck, with the real Stephen, please stand up.
I'm going over there. Fuck them. No, I'm not fucking all right. All fucking cunts.
And also, while you're standing, let's get it straight. Did it happen and does it not matter because it was 2 weeks prior to you getting married, to Nelly? Or does it not matter because it didn't happen at all? What's the story? The experts are trying to sort of like explain why he's acting like this because the pressure is on him with a family member being sick in hospital. So that's why he's acting out. And maybe that's true and correct. But also, I was want to get to the bottom of like, what were you saying with the boys when your wife had a broken rib back home? People say shit about me all the time. Things that I would think are completely untrue. That's my truth. But like blowing up about it doesn't actually fix the problem. You know that, right? Because if it's not true, it doesn't matter. It is a huge shame, though, that the gays have missed all the action. No, this is the stuff that they, gobble down on for days. And the boys completely missed it.
Something about Stephen said he had slept with a Z-lister.
I mean, we've all slept with a Z-lister, right? I mean, I thought it was normal.
I mean, sure, we've all slept with a Z-lister celebrity. Have we not? Have we not all done that? But even if, some of you haven't, I haven't, like, why would you go on a show for dating, love, marriage, relationships, all that stuff? Why would you go on that show and start bragging about it? By the way, all of this has happened in this episode, and we're only just getting to the din-dins table now, 34 minutes in. Like, really, do we need to have any more drama at the table? Like, just have the dinner and leave. Also, why are we not seeing the food? Yeah, on this channel, I know I'm not a food channel. I am reality niche, but I really do want to see some of the food they're eating. Oh, okay, all right, here's what we've picked. Sarah's redemption arc, and it's underway.
I don't know whether to just bite the bullet, give him a kiss, but I also don't want to lead him on and hurt him.
Look, I can see why you'd say that, but I don't believe for 1 second that you would even want to, like, give him a hug, let alone kiss him on the mouth. So don't do it because you really don't want to do it. Like, do you think that if you kiss him, you'll magically feel less judgy about who he is as a person? I don't think so. It's good to get to know him and like give it a chance, but we've established that you're not going to do that. Pity kisses are not cute. I just wish the experts had matched them both better. Like, Dean could have actually been really great for somebody who really wanted to find love and wasn't so judgy. And maybe Sarah would have been great with someone who was an actual criminal. And then maybe the rest of the UK would have felt sorry for her because she was matched with an actual criminal, even though it seems to be what she wants. Hey, by the way, new merch is in at the store right now at rehash.com.au, and it is flying off the shelves. Remember, if you're a member, Dr. Seuss here, you can get 20% off, and that's even if you sign up to be a member right now. That 20% deal is there for you. Go to rehash.com.au or just click the items that you can see below this video. Let's get back to I've Got a Secret Stephen, because he has returned to the table after a small tantrum.
It's on the night where you should be at home with me.
I've said sorry and not even 24 hours has passed, and then we've got another issue that we've got to then deal with.
It's uncomfortable, Stephen, your reaction to when Nelly goes to talk about how she feels.
Yeah, but it's so passive-aggressive. Just listen and try to meet her halfway. Everyone's trying to give you the benefit of the doubt and listen to you, but also go, hey, can you address this issue? That's not you being attacked. That's you. And I get around a table, it would feel like a lot. But I really thought that this guy had more emotional maturity, and clearly I was wrong. God, I'm so wrong so often on this show. Ooh, someone's got their box out. And this box is going to bring some drama. Oh, fingers crossed.
Do you feel like we are on the same team?
No, we're not always on the same team, no.
Well, of course you're not on the same team. Your partner literally was calling out for you to confirm the things that you saw with her and you didn't back her up. And I'm not Julia Ruth's biggest fan, and yet that was a dog act. Does anyone else feel like maybe the tables are turning on Anita a little bit with the group? Because Paul is saying that he is okay with it being a slow burn. And Anita's like, no, I need to know exactly what he wants from this. And I can kind of see both sides of the story. Like, I can see that you want to take time and let things grow.
I haven't got time to waste.
You've got 10 weeks in you. You're not fucking dying.
But I also see why Anita wants out, because how is anything going to grow with someone like Paul? Although at the end of this, I do feel like the table might be a little bit Team Paul at the moment.
How do we get to a place where I feel comfortable, but you don't feel nagged and you don't feel like I'm constantly calling you out for things? And
I'm trying to be nice and trying to do these things. They're backfiring on me.
Okay, so the nails thing gets explained. And obviously Grace takes it as some sort of like a man trying to tell her what to do and how to look and blah, blah, blah. But Ashley is like, no, that's not how I said it.
I said, here's the French chip, fuck off!
And then he's like, booked a fancy meal, and she's like, is this fine? And he's like, oh, have you got a dress? And she's taken that as like telling her what to wear.
Put a dress on. I need you to wear a dress. You be the lady, I be the man.
I'm pretty sure that's how she hears it. Like, it's really great to be independent, but Grace, baby, you need to chill. You need to just bring it back a few notches. And Ashley, you need to think about how you're saying things and how she's going to react to that. I don't know. I think there's some middle ground here, but I do think Grace is very reactive.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being love, how strong are your feelings for me?
I am a firm 9.5.
A 9.5? Okay. I guess some of the science actually works. Wow, that's strong. That's quick. Is he just saying that because Bailey just says some things sometimes? Or, I don't know, Rebecca seemed to really love it. It will be really interesting to see how this relationship works in the real world, because I had this feeling that it's going to be like a love bubble, and then Bailey's going to meet some of Rebecca's friends and they're going to go, what, this guy? He's not an alpha.
If we communicate as we did and get over it, like, we're going to come out stronger, and I think we'll be fine, you know? We'll be good. Thanks.
Okay. Did anyone else see Stephen's? I've got a secret Stephen's sasshole little mouth. Look at his face. When Dean was explaining, well, he was actually making Sarah seem better than what she is, and also in turn kind of like minimizing his feelings. When he was explaining all that, it looked like Stephen wasn't buying a second of it. Look at him. Oh, I love how messy this little bitch is.
Do you trust me?
No. No. You're being too sus right now. No one's going to trust you right now. Nelly says that she doesn't know, and I would be like, absolutely don't trust this guy, because the flip from the honeymoon to now is too great for me. The mask, 'tis slipping. And the question is, why has he changed so much? Is it because what's going on in his personal life? Or maybe that lower list celebrity has slid back into his DMs because she misses I've Got a Secret Stephen so much.
The way I'm feeling right now and after that, I genuinely don't know if I'm going to be staying or leaving. So.
And with that, we're left at a spot thinking, will Stephen stay or leave at the next Commit Me? Before you and I get there, we've got to do a live show, which is tomorrow. Yes, as we are 10 episodes in, it is time for us to catch up on all the trash, mess and drama that's happening off the screen. And also, you can send your...
Memo me! Memo me! Memo me!
Yeah, you just send a voice memo with your phone and you go, hey, Wilko, I love your show. No, you don't have to start like that. You can say whatever you want about any of the Love Lab Rats. Obviously, keep it respectful. You can send it to memome@rehash.com.au, or you can just slide it into my DMs on Instagram, Wilko Rehashed. Where, of course, you can also get involved live. We'll be taking calls, and there'll be a link to our live WhatsApp chat where you can join me on the show live. The links and everything you need are in the description of this video or on the homepage at at Wilko Rehashed on YouTube. I think it's going to be very interesting to find out all the stuff that's happening off screen and share it with you live tomorrow. ATW club card holders. The code word you need for today is sloppy head. Oh, I can't wait to see them popping up in the comments below, and I'll see you live tomorrow.